Let's talk now about some big companies making major investments in North Texas land. We've been reporting recently that HEB just opened a new location in Forney, that's in South Dallas County. And the San Antonio-based grocer is also eyeing plenty of other spots around DFW. They've been expanding here pretty rapidly in recent years. Joining us this afternoon, Will Anderson, the editor-in-chief of the Dallas Business Journal. Thanks so much for being with us, Will. We've been talking about, home buying slowing down a little bit this year.
Right.
International migration slowing here in Texas as well. But we still have those deep-pocketed investors out there that are coming in, a little bit of a land rush in parts of North Texas. And especially in those outskirts now. What's drawn them to the outskirts?
The land deals are always happening, but it's interesting. We've written about a whole bunch of deals, like a bunch of deals happening just recently. They're drawn by affordability. We just wrote about a new D.R. Horton community in Bonham, so Fannin County, out past Sherman, with homes in the 200,000s, right? And so that's...
I haven't heard that in a long time.
I know, and that's traditionally held up as a kind of arbiter of affordability. If a $250,000 house, I know rates are still high, but $250,000 can be afforded by teachers, police officers, firefighters. So,
and it's really hard to find closer in now.
You got to go. That's an hour or more outside Dallas. But if you're working at the TI plant in Sherman, maybe it's not so bad of a drive. So yes, it's affordability, cheaper land, which means cheaper homes out in those areas.
That's pretty astounding when you hear those kinds of prices, and you do have to go far out to get them. But if you're living up that way anyway, or planning to, it's a great deal for you. So let's talk about what that does development-wise, because as you have people moving into these big master planned communities, especially, do we start to see those big grocery stores, the HEBs of the world, and these big neighborhoods coming soon to these towns that were at least an hour or so outside of Dallas?
Yes, you covered the opening in Forney. HEB has been buying a lot of land. Just in the past few days, we've written about HEB buying 600 acres in Cook County, that's north of Denton. They bought more land in Terrell, east of Forney in Dallas, a smaller site like 90 acres. One of the most intriguing deals that I've seen recently was a very prominent real estate broker developer named Rex Glendenning bought 800 plus acres in Gainesville, also Cook County. And Rex Glendenning was the man who organized the land sale for the Star in Frisco, where the Cowboys headquarters is now, and lots of other prominent developments. And just by happenstance, we happen to write, Rex Glendenning has what he says is the largest longhorn cattle herd in all of Collin County, about 1,000 cattle. So controls a lot of land, a lot of cattle in the northern reaches of the suburbs. And he thinks that these areas, north of Denton, north of Dallas, are going to need, he bought that land for homes, for stores, for new industrial development, way far out there. Again, Gainesville, we're talking about Cook County, if you're familiar with it.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting too, because this is somebody who obviously specializes in seeing years down the road where things are headed, because, you don't have to be old here, Will, to remember the Star in Frisco. That was just like land out there, and it took a visionary then, same guy, to go, hey, this is going to keep on developing upward here. Yeah,
so that Forney HEB store opened, I saw y'all cover it yesterday, but they bought the land back in 2021. So we're going on 5 years now, it's open. So we're, what I think is happening is that companies that can afford to do so, that have the cash, that have the money, are making these deals because they think long term, it's not a bad bet to own land in these far-flung places. Even if you are an hour from Dallas or Fort Worth, you're closer to the TI plant that's now open in Sherman. So yeah, if you have the means to do so, buying land still makes a lot of sense in North Texas, even with slowing international migration, even with a less robust housing market. These deals are happening.
And a lot of these small towns are not that small anymore as a result of all this.
That's true. Frisco used to be, a one-stoplight town, not all that long ago. So I'm not saying you're going to see, Gainesville, Texas blow up like Frisco, but you're going to see, it's going to become a lot more common to see that kind of sprawling development heading out that way.
Yeah, sometimes you move away from the city and then the city moves to you.
I see so many comments that, hey, now I got to move out farther. How far are you going to have to move?
Yeah, before you know it, you're in Oklahoma. Right. Yeah, you don't want to do that. I'm just kidding. Will, thanks so much for coming on with us. Really intriguing what's going on. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
For more, you can check them out, Dallas Business Journal's online.